was hot.
G'day, I'm Brenton from the Advisor Games, and today we're doing 10 hot nuggets, where we 10 spicy nuggets and ask 10 spicy questions. Today I'm joined by Jamie from AIA, who's a client development manager. Jamie's been with AIA for 2 years, and someone tells me that Jamie hates being the center of attention, which is a bit unfortunate as he is 6'4". Jamie, welcome.
Thank you, Brenton. Appreciate it. Looking forward to the challenge and possibly the challenging questions that are going to come about. So let's rock and roll.
First question, how are you with spice?
Look, it's a good question about spice. So I used to love it, but I had a bit of an experience a few years ago where I was at an industry event in a restaurant, and said the waiter asked how hot did I want the sauce. I said, mate, give it to me as hot as you can find. He said, look, you're sure? I said, look, I'm fine, I'm really good with the heat. Anyway, he had a bit of smirk, went back, served the food, had the sauce, and let's just say I was in a world of pain for about 4 days after that. So my tolerance since then, not so good. So yeah, it will be a challenge by the end.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
We'll kick off with the first one, mate.
Cool.
First sauce we've got is the Hot Ones Original Buffalo Hot Sauce.
Fantastic. All right, let's rock and roll.
Rip in.
We dumping the whole nugget, or we just doing?
Like a
Here we go.
That's a fair bit, but it's the first one.
That's the first one. It came out quick.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
God, that's the first one. Not looking forward to the last one. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get all the chicken down.
Yeah. There you go.
So tell us about AIA. What's happening in the world?
What's happening in the world of AIA? Well, there's a lot going on. Obviously, being a life insurance company, it's we're in an interesting space at the moment. But from an AIA perspective, we are celebrating 10 years this year of Vitality, which is our health and wellbeing program. So we've launched some exciting initiatives, which have been absolutely fantastic, and across the board, it's been almost like a bit of a revival this year with Vitality.
Okay. And are there any changes that you're making to Vitality at the moment?
So on 1 April this year, we launched the the Vitality Get to Silver reward, which we, as an incentive to clients who engage in the Vitality program, they reach silver status. Being that they start on bronze, get silver, gold and platinum. We're rewarding them, if they can achieve that goal within the first 6 months, $500 cash back. So, just dangles a little cherry. It's a behavioural science thing, as you know, human nature is. If you give something, you're more inclined to give it a go. So in the first kind of 4 or 5 months since we've launched it, we've seen a massive uptick in client engagement with the Vitality program, and so far it's been quite a good success. And I guess from a client development manager and for our advisors, it just helps with that conversation. So far so good.
Yeah, nice one. And if hypothetically, if I gave you $500 today, mate, what would you race out and spend the money on?
$500 today. Geez, probably go buy myself a new swag, but I guess the wife would probably take it and want to spend it first. So it depends if I have to tell the wife or not. But yeah,
take the $500.
I could spend that money, no problem. We're in an economic crisis at the moment, so I can spend that money in plenty of places.
House smoky jalapeno sauce.
Jalapeno.
No, that's one.
I guess that's right. We've already done that one. Green. It's always a good start. I will pour a little bit less this time because that was a big chunk.
Cheers, mates.
Pretty nice. How are you with the spices?
I put my foot into it. I claimed I was a bit of a hot sauce enthusiast,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I've been volunteered for
Yeah.
this challenge. So
Right, cheers.
cheers.
There we go, second down, fantastic.
Find that worse than the first one.
I found the first one worse. Yeah,
I think
had
so
a bit
too.
of a kick to it the first one, so it got me a little bit worried once we started hitting the end of these bottles here. But
That one feels like it's got like a bit of kind of like fruitiness or some flavour to it.
yeah,
First one was just a little bit just spice.
yeah, no.
So speaking of
Yeah.
vitality,
Mhm.
little birdie tells me that mate, you haven't reached platinum. You're currently on gold
No,
status. What's the
yeah.
what's the excuse?
What's the downfall? That's a good. Yeah, look, I mean, there's no excuse not to get to platinum. To be honest with the vitality, you know, it's to get to platinum. Yes, does involve a little bit of discipline. I blame having a 2-year-old at the moment for that
Sure.
lack of discipline. You know, that extra kind of having to work around the clock. So look, it is a goal this year. I had my renewal just last month, so I'm off to a hot start, and I anticipate I'll be platinum by Christmas.
Strap the watch onto the
Strap
top of
the,
the main,
oh,
let
the
'em
watch,
run
the
around,
watch, the
step
watch
count.
is always on. I park the car as far as I can away from any appointments I do to try and get those extra steps. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. Next time you see an email from me, you'll see the platinum on the signature.
Yeah, easiest way to get to platinum.
Yeah,
with
easiest
vitality?
way. Oh, look, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to get the platinum outside of the theory of you need to do 1,000 steps, every minute. So, we've got a health check that can reward you 7,000 points, and that's just basically going to a local chemist, doing a 4-point health check, filling out the form and just uploading. So that gets you 7,000. Then we've got about 4,500 points you can just do online with the app. So that straight away gets you silver, which is bang, there's your $500. And then from there, obviously just engage in other aspects, going to get to the dentist, get your eyes checked, etc., etc. So outside the activity component, there's plenty of ways to gather points.
Yeah, that's
It's just a matter of doing it. And my recommendation for anyone out there looking at taking up vitality is just kind of get started early. If you leave it too late, the year does kind of erode pretty quickly.
And maybe don't do the health check after you eat 10 hot sauces,
Yeah,
right?
that's a good point. But or after a heavy night on the beers, which I've done before too.
We'll jump into the next sauce.
Alright.
So we've got Funky's Hot Sauce Factory Stellar Fuzz Hot Sauce up next.
Okay.
This is about 3 times hotter than the last one as well, so they're kind of slowly
That's
kicking it
organic,
up a
so it's
notch.
good for you. That's good. Too much there. So who picked the sauces? Who had the job of picking the sauces?
It comes in a pack, so you
Okay.
can buy it
Yeah.
online and you
Yeah.
just get all 10. And
Yeah, okay.
I think they switch it up every
Okay.
6 months, something like that.
Nice, alright. Cheers. Yeah. I think it's my face won't be able to hide how I react to this spicy food, so the camera will get it all, I'm sure.
Bad day to wear a light coloured shirt as well.
No,
The sweat
well,
comes
I
through
originally
and-
had a red shirt on, so I quickly swapped that one over to put something a little bit lighter. So. Oh, yeah, that was going to be more kick.
So, Jamie, you obviously deal a lot with financial advisors.
Correct.
Ever thought about being an advisor yourself?
Good question. Many times. Probably more so when I kind of entered the industry about 13 years ago. I guess there was opportunities where I started Perpetual to get into the advice side, and I kind of moved into the distribution role, and it's kind of like that. You very rarely jump between each discipline and end up saying, it has entered my mind many times, but now obviously with the study requirements, it's kind of put it a little bit further and further away. But no, you never know. I mean, it's a great profession, and I love being part of it. So I've been doing it for 14 years, and hope to be doing it for many more years to come.
Yeah, nice. What is your kind of favourite part of
Favourite
the
part?
industry?
Oh, look, I mean, without a doubt, everyone can attest to this. It's challenging, so you're never bored. I can tell you that right now. There's something new. It's literally you learn something new every day, and I think, every week's a different week, and definitely not sitting around twiddling your fingers, waiting for something to come your way. And the people you meet, to be honest with you, I look at my friend network, today, and a lot of them are industry colleagues, so, something to be pretty proud of as well.
Yeah, definitely. Boss just got to keep it rolling.
Got to get rolling. Yeah, that last one definitely had a bit of kick.
So we're about double of the last one. So this next one is Hot Ones Los Calientes Verde Hot Sauce.
Jeez. Well pronounced.
Thank you. It's hot.
Definitely a bit cleaner than eating chicken wings, isn't it?
I prefer the chicken
You
wings.
do go the chicken wings?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Might be because I had that schnitzel for lunch.
Yeah, I was
Too much chicken.
Cheers.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a, salsa dip with your chips. Got a flavour to it.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, that was actually quite nice. All right, we're working down.
Only upwards from here.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely lining the palate now, so
I'm
ready to keep on going. But yeah, I'm fine the first one.
First one, yeah, definitely.
It set the tone. Maybe that's a strategy piece of the pack.
Might be. So getting back to AIA.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, what's something about AIA that you think advisors don't know and should know?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. That's actually a really, because there's probably a lot of things, to be honest with you, regarding AA that advisors don't know. But if I just touch on something regarding the product side of things, which I always find a great conversation, is we don't offset annual long service leave on our IP contracts, which I think is a little win. It's one of those little hidden things, especially for those employee clients that have built up a bit of leave that they can top up their income replacement with that being offset. So I find that's one that many advisors aren't aware of.
Mine was always Vitality. I just never really knew about it until a BDM came in and explained it all.
The Vitality piece is, depending on how long you've kind of been around, because obviously we're celebrating 10 years, right? So it has been around. I think the biggest factor with the Vitality is the positioning of it with clients, rather than kind of treating as it in some kind of additional component to their life insurance. I try and position it more as in, it is part of the insurance. Treat it as an opt-out. Yes, it is technically an opt-in, but position it to a client as an opt-out, and just makes the flow of the conversation a lot easier. But it definitely, there are some aspects of Vitality that we need to get out for as a BDM.
Us getting back to AIA, what's something that you think advisors maybe don't know and probably should know?
Yeah, well, there's many things that have been going on with AA at the moment. We've just recently launched our new portal, so I'm hoping there might still be advisors out there that aren't aware. I haven't logged in, but that's been a fantastic launch, and the feedback from the advisors who transition over has been really good. So always a bit nervous doing a IT upgrade. The other aspect too is, we are celebrating 10 years of Vitality, which is such a strong component of the AA value proposition. So in conjunction with that is the launch of the Get to Silver Award $500 initiative that we've got going. So again, if you're not aware of that, please get in touch. I'm more than happy to talk about that. In terms of the business as a whole, we're always looking to improve. We know that insurance has had its challenges, but we're always looking to improve. We're doing a lot of work behind the scenes in our back office. We're streamlining some processes. We're kind of amalgamating teams in the back end to get it more streamlined, because we know there's been some challenges in that space over the last couple of years. So there's exciting stuff going on, and always looking at ways to enhance the product. I mean, obviously insurance is a bit restricted in what we can do, but we're definitely looking at and taking on feedback from our advisors. If you've got any feedback on what we can do regarding our products, please let me know. I'm always happy to pass that back on to our product managers.
We'll roll into another
one?
spicy nugget.
Yeah,
So
what do we got here?
up next, we've got good heat queso sin queso hot sauce. And again, about double what we were looking at before in terms of
I'm very
spice.
impressed with your pronunciation of some of these bottles. I struggle, I think.
Thank you. Do you know just a little bit of Spanish?
Yeah, well, sure. Well
Cheers.
done. Right. So what we got, number 5. Brilliant.
Halfway down. Cheers.
Cheers. Haven't need the milk yet, but I reckon we're getting close. We're getting close.
So how close is this to the heat tolerance? Are you kind of nudging the line?
Yeah, I've got starting to get a runny nose, so that's always a good start. I tend to get delayed reactions, so I am kind of getting nervous as we start getting to the hotter ones down the end. But time will tell.
I think it gets
the
about.
beer for now is doing the trick.
I think it gets about 1,000 times worse than where we're at right now.
Yeah,
so
I know.
things to
I
look
know.
forward to.
I know.
So getting back to the financial advice industry.
Yep.
Financial advisors, we give advice all the time.
Yep.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Best advice I've ever received. To be honest with you, to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not financial advice, but for me, a hot tip many years ago was to be yourself, and I think I've stayed true to that throughout my life. I don't kind of come across as someone I'm not, so hopefully that's portrayed against to everyone that does know me on this video today. But to be myself, I think that's important. Try and be yourself and be genuine.
Quick answers get you into the...
So basically a longer response
Exactly.
means a longer delay in getting to the next one. Okay, good to know.
So this one, for the name, might kind of intimidate you a little bit. We got the Cantina Royale Marita Bourbon Maple Reaper Hot Sauce.
I like the maple aspect. But
The Reaper, probably less inspiring.
But intensely spicy, great. Okay. And it's red. I'm finding them. I haven't had a red one yet, so here we go.
What was I changing with the celebrity question?
Who
If you could be sitting here
who would I
doing
like
it with
to?
a celebrity, who would you want to be doing it with?
Okay.
Yeah. Whew, this one looks like it might have a bit more kick to it. Yeah, I might get one of these.
I want this guy's name. Everyone.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. This is where I reckon it's really getting into it.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Quite like that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to be hot and spicy. It's if it balances well with taste, it's good. And that one has a good balance of taste and spice.
We haven't ruined you yet.
No, well, no.
We're getting
maybe.
we'll break it soon.
Maybe.
So
we're putting on a good face, brave face right now. Trust me.
We've obviously shamelessly stolen this idea from the Hot Ones YouTube series.
Yes.
Where the guest interviews a celebrity and has a good chat with them.
Yeah.
If you were doing that with a celebrity, who would be your pick of celebrity?
Jeez, well, I'm a tragic sports fan, so it would definitely have to be someone in the sporting arena. For me, probably two, if I can pick two.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll go back a stage. I'm a bit of a golfer, right? So the old kind of golf cliche thing is who would you pick in your group? Big Tiger Woods, of course. Tiger Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Federer. And as the fourth one, who would I like in that group there?
Who's the third one?
So I've got Tiger Woods,
Federer.
Roger Federer, and if he was still alive, Shane Moore.
Shame.
So yeah, those, as I said, tragic. I'm not much of a movie buff, so movie actors don't really excite me too much. Outside that, maybe from a political point of view, some ex-presidents, like Trump, but Yeah, I'd stick with those three.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come to mind first.
And if you were with Tiger Woods, any
Yeah.
kind of particular era of his career that you'd want to sit down with him?
I would ask him a million questions, trust
Yeah.
me. If it was behind the scenes, no cameras, I'd love to ask all those questions about those stories back in the day and just his life in general. So there was a program that was launched a couple of years ago that wasn't directed at him, but it was more people within his kind of network over the years, and always just find quite a fascinating story. I mean, he's been a superstar since the age of 2, and it's just, it takes a different mindset to be someone of that caliber for that long period of time.
And then pinch him for a couple of hours, get a few tips on the golf game.
100%. Oh yeah, you got to balance both.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next one.
What do we got next? Yeah, because that last one was definitely starting to kick in now. It's making the questions a little bit harder to answer now.
So we're about double again.
All right.
The next one is La Pimenterie, the forbidden fruit hot sauce.
Fruit. Okay. Will it go well with a nugget?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
No, I think this is the one. I think it gets worse after this. The next one is my least favorite.
Okay. So you're giving me the heads up.
Just
You're giving me the heads up.
FYI. Looking out for
Okay.
you.
Okay. No, I won't cheat. Jeez, yeah. Here for a good time, not a long time. All right, let's go.
Cheers.
So we've gone down the strategy of only having a small part of the nugget, so we don't want to get too full, but I think you actually need more nugget to blend it. This one, so.
You have more
Yeah.
nugget, you gotta have more sauce.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Another beer. Time for beer.
Do you need another?
No, still going well.
Alright.
Still going well.
So, next question, advisor question.
Yeah.
And a client question. Why on level premiums level?
Probably have to ask the actuaries that. They didn't do a great job of it, did they? So, yeah, look, I mean, as we all know, level premiums have become a bit of a dirty word now. They've kind of let a lot of advisors down over the years, and from my perspective, I don't really see much level coming through now. So it'd be interesting to see where it comes from a product perspective in the years to come. I mean, at AIA we've built out what we call Optimum.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, kicking in now, which is a kind of hybrid blend of the level and stepped. The mathematical workings of it is a bit kind of hard to explain, but obviously once you jump in there and do some projections, you can kind of see where, but still I find step is always the way to go.
Okay.
You're right, level, yeah, I call it a dirty word these days.
Tough sell.
Yeah, it is. Doesn't come up in sales conversations very often.
Next hot sauce is the Bomb Beyond Insanity hot sauce.
The bomb, okay.
I had this before and it sucked. Sucked going down and it sucked the next day.
Yeah. How much did you end up having though? Like, are we talking what we're having here or a lot more?
Probably had a little bit more, to be fair. So make sure you give it a good lathering on that one.
Oh, I came out a bit too much.
Thoughts and prayers. I'll join you with it.
So you're saying this is worse than the next two, so this is really just gonna...
I found that last time I had it. I just feel like you could even kind of...
Yeah,
just the smell of it in the
100% when you
nostrils.
open that lid there, it kind of just went straight up the nostrils, and I've got a runny nose after the first 6 or 7 weeks.
Make sure I don't get any of that on my fingers.
Yeah, don't rub your eyes. Alright,
Cheers.
Here we go. When did I say yes to this? Get me at a weak moment.
That's not nice, is it?
Like it's actually not a nice taste either. Like
No.
it's just everything's just
You can just feel it kind of coat the tongue, coat the mouth.
No, I've got it just at the back of the throat,
right.
just kind of marinating on the back of the throat. Yeah.
So while you're struggling over there, tell us why
Yeah.
you got into the industry.
Yeah, okay, so how I got in the industry is an interesting one. So I started my kind of career in retail. My father and his grandfather in retail. I just assumed that would be the step I would take, but in the background I was studying, back in the day, a commerce degree in finance, and not financial planning. It's probably the first error I made when going to the go. I should have done, here we go, running nose, is the financial planning. But anyway, long story short, I was down with my now wife in Sydney, and I remember walking down Pitt Street, and I just had this little moment of like, big corporate buildings and everyone walking around in ties and suits, and I thought, how cool would this be? Anyway, 6 months later, my wife got offered a transfer with her company to Sydney, so bang, got a job literally at Perpetual, which was on Pitt Street. So it was a bit of a kind of turn of events in the 6 months, and been here ever since.
No plans to leave?
No, look, I mean, there's ever a bigger opportunity out there, but for now, no, very happy, very happy. Love doing what I do, so yeah.
Still doing right after that last one?
Nah, struggling. Yeah. That one was hot. That one was hot. That's yeah.
So that
So you do remember, I live on the Gold Coast, so I've got an hour and a half drive home after this. So it'll be a fun trip home.
Yeah,
Beat our
It's
traffic.
2 a.m. in the morning is the problem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That one was,
Oh,
according to the Scoville, it's about 135,000. Where we're going to is about 2.7 million.
okay.
So we've still got
Worse to come.
some more journey to go.
Ooh.
On that topic,
Yep.
we'll move on to
Another
the next one.
Okay. Yep.
The next one that we have is Chili Monoloco Matasanos hot sauce.
I like the colour of this one better.
Yeah, anytime it's that dark brown
Yeah,
red.
there's something about the dark. It just screams pain. Ooh.
It's just so good watching other people do it instead of me.
Truthfully, I'm
Sure
not
it
finding
is.
too bad.
Yeah.
Sure.
I actually do like the flavour of that one though.
All right, let's
Cheers.
go. Thanks, Brent. I'm more reluctant to actually swallow. It's just in my mouth. Oh, okay.
I was kind of expecting you to start like sweating it out by now, but you seem to be doing
Oh, I'm
alright.
sweating. No way underneath. It's hot.
It's just not coming through yet.
Not yet, but it will.
So if you weren't in this industry, and you had to do something completely different,
I had to do something different.
what would you do?
Yeah. Look, I mean, the old cliche. I'd love to be a top sportsman out there earning millions of dollars. So that would be the first and foremost. But you put something a bit more realistic. Yeah, actually, I've never actually sat down and thought, what would I do outside of what I'm doing now? So it's actually a really good question. I mean, like I said, the cliche for me would be, be a professional sportsman, earning millions of dollars, but realistically, I'm happy doing what I'm doing now. Maybe flip over and become a financial advisor, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the smart move, but
Sign on for the professional year.
I'd have to do a little bit of work before that happens. So spicy food's definitely making the brain a little bit fuzzy, but we've got one more to go, don't we?
We do have one more to go. The Last one is the Hot Ones, the Last Dab Experience Hot Sauce.
What's this rating?
2.7 million. just shy
2.7
of.
million.
Last one we had was 680,000. So we're kicking it up times 4.
So 4 times worse than what I feel now. Yeah, even the colour doesn't look too great shot.
And then once we're done, you can go lay down in the corner and sweat it out.
I'll
Cry
be drinking
out.
that milk. Oh, wow. Interesting to see if we have dinner tonight, mate. Lucky last.
Lucky last.
Here we are. Oh. Oh. Has anyone ever vomited on this interview before?
Not yet.
Oh,
we
not
do
yet.
have the buckets here.
Yeah,
Just in case.
Oh, there it goes. Swallowed it right in the throat. It was good.
You might start feeling it.
Yeah.
So last question for you.
Last question.
You worked in the industry for years now.
Yep.
What is the spiciest thing you've witnessed?
Oh, look, I mean, part of working in this job is you do get to attend a lot of industry events, and I dare say I probably wouldn't be able to repeat any of this on camera. But moving the spice aside, if you kind of ask me what's the stupidest thing I've done in this industry, and when I say stupid, just I call it maybe more embarrassing. It just never seems to leave what occurred leave my mind. But about 11 years ago, I had to attend an advisor meeting. It was the old school offices where you actually had your own office, closed door, etc. And I won't give out her name. I think she's now retired from the industry, but she was a lovely lady, quite a bit smaller than me, so you can imagine 6'4". She's probably about 5'4". Walk in the office, and she gets out of a chair to come over, and I thought, okay, yeah, shake hands. So she comes along, starts putting her arm out. Oh, Jesus, I've had this first time I've met you. I know we've had a couple of chats over the phone, but it's like you want to go straight in for the hug. She's 5'3", I'm 6'4", so we go in there and give her an embrace and a hug, and awkwardly walk away. And she kind of looks at me a little bit weird, and I'm kind of staring and going, "What's going on?" She goes, "I was just trying to close the door behind you." And I went, so since then, I've never hugged a person. I just do fist pumps. So I learnt my lesson. That was about 11 years ago. But for whatever reason, it's made me really kind of squeamish when it comes to interactions.
Still think about
Still
it.
think
Late
about
at
it
night
today.
and cringe.
Yeah. So I don't know if you call that spicy, but because basically from that event there, it's taken any spice out of my life.
Jamie, you survived, mate.
I haven't survived, man. I've gone down, but
You
mate,
survived the taping.
thank you
Cheers.
very much for the opportunity.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate the questions. No, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.